legacy league. Tell me what will your legacy be?
Starting off with the game of the night, Carmine Santarelli didn't have a strong performance for the Week 8 doubleheader, but Davon Pratt certainly showed up, dropping 20 points and 6 rebounds against the Flint Tropics. Speaking of Flint, Mike Bozzuto had quite a night. Against Shocker, he went 6 for 12 in shooting, dropping 19 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And look at Ty Alston, boy, does he ever miss. Moving right along, Run TMC was missing their biggest weapon tonight in Reggie Stewart. That being said, Dom Langston provided nearly half of Run TMC's points, and he was the only one that hit double digits for them. How about Eddie Whitman absolutely sniping 3-point shots all night, just doing what the kid does best. Melquan Horton and Eric Singleton also had strong performances and held Run TMC down on defense. After the penultimate week of the regular season, Run TMC is undefeated no more. Before their matchup with Flint, Shocker City took on Scouts Tots in what many thought would be a blowout in Shocker's favor. This wouldn't be the case, as Colin Tracy came out big, shooting 7 for 7 in field goals. To answer that earlier question about Ty Alston, he does in fact miss threes right here against Scouts Tots, which was uncharacteristic of the shooter he is. Rather than being a routing, Scouts Tots made the upset by 1 point after just a couple of crucial free throws. Over to Toon Squad and Sports Look, we got the latter looking like our Redeem Team out there with just 4 players. What more can you ask for from Jaden Battle? The man dropped 41 points. He was purely dominant. Most of his production came in the second half, in which Toon Squad closed the gap, although Brian Acevedo and Matt Marconi helped lead the charge for Sports Look to hold them off, 66-63. On the topic of not having any subs, Silly Senders was a little bit short-staffed, having just 4 players themselves. A red-hot Nick Strong team was led by Frank Morale and Anthony Vasicchio, as they both totaled 54 points between the two of them, as well as 11 defensive rebounds apiece. Brendan Carey had the highest shooting percentage for the Silly Squad, although it was at just 26.1%. Nick Strong ran away with it and never looked back, their impressive win streak to 5 straight. The Bricklayers just can't catch a break, having to take on the Flint Tropics, who are heavily favored to make it to the championship. Unlike Shocker City and Scouts Tots, this one went exactly as expected. Jason Bidner, however, has been making a name for himself all season, standing out among the Bricklayers by putting up impressive numbers all season. Tonight was the same story, as he dropped 28 points. Mike Bozzuto and the Japs brothers all scored 21 points each in the crushing victory. That's a wrap for Week 8 in the Connecticut League. I'm Evan Wheaton. Build your legacy.